30th lecture and it's a part 4 means unit 2 में का चौथा पार्ट चालू है. यूनिट 2 में का चौथा लेक्चर चालू है. ऐसे हमने अब तक 13 लेक्चर लिए हैं. So today's agenda is very simple. We are going to understand what are the different uninformed search strategies or algorithms available. Actually, only 4 or 5 algorithms are there, and informed search algorithms are there. Again, 3 or 4 examples are there. So today I will try to give you 2 or 3 examples, and through that I will try to tell you how to learn about the algorithms. Because even though you don't have a practical with this subject, but I urge you all, you will get ready-made code on the Google or on the net, no doubt, maybe in C, Java, Pascal, or even Python, whatever language you like. So I will be giving you time to time, not in this session, but time to time in different sessions, various links, or even I will try to put some code on the FTP site so that you can directly download it from that FTP site. You know the IP address of that FTP server, college server is there, and just run them. Why? The reason is very simple. If you understand the algorithm, that is not a problem. See, most of the algorithms are nearly same. For example, we are learning today breadth-first algorithm, BFS. There is one more algorithm that is called the DFS. So more or less, whatever the algorithms, maybe 7 or 8 algorithms we are learning. So if you understand breadth-first algorithm in a conceptual way, means what exactly happens, what are the steps, then it is very easy to understand remaining algorithms. Because almost, as I told you, A is nothing but it is a search. If you know one search method very in good way, you have crystal clear idea about how the particular search is done. See, there are different types of graphs are there, trees are there. There are many graphs which are bidirectional, unidirectional graphs are there, or undirected graphs are there. You will learn all those things in different subjects, maybe in graph theory, maybe in some POC or in data structures. But still, at least one algorithm of one type, you have to explore it in terms of programming and all that. So it will give you comfort. So today's agenda is very simple. I will be repeating some toy problems or examples, then real world examples which are used in particularly in unit 2. And so there are 2 categories. Algorithms are there and informed search, that is called as a heuristic. We shall talk about heuristic later. Heuristic means something like intuition in your mind or somewhere, sometimes in your heart. Sometimes we don't think, but we know what to do. Suppose you are in, let us say, in some emergency, maybe you lost somewhere, maybe in some city. You don't know anything about that. You don't know how to go to home by using bus or city bus or metro or by using cycle or by using whatever the means are there. You don't know the map of the city, you don't know exact your location, but you know your destination, that is your home. So sometimes what happens, we use heuristic. Means हमको लगता है कि भाई हम ऐसे आए थे, या we are in a south area, we should move towards east area, like that. तो हम blindly start करते हैं solution को, and by using trial and errors. यहाँ पे हम कोई कैलकुलेशन करते नहीं ह्यूरिस्टिक में, हम ब्लाइंडली स्टार्ट करते हैं, लेकिन हमारे मन में हमारे पास में कुछ नॉलेज रहता है, प्रीवियस एक्सपीरियंस रहते हैं, लेकिन हम हमारे गोल की तरफ पहुंच जाते हैं. दैट इज समथिंग ह्यूरिस्टिक. वी शैल टॉक अबाउट इट लेटर. सो ह्यूरिस्टिक इज नथिंग बट इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ सम मैथमेटिकल फंक्शन. उसका एक वैल्यू होता है, एंड बाय यूजिंग दैट वैल्यू एज अ रेफरेंस वैल्यू वी proceed our march or whatever our course is there in that city where we are lost. So that is there. So there are 3 or 4 types of algorithms like A star algorithm, best first algorithm, like that, in that category. And today we are going to explain, learn about breadth first, third example. I will be giving you graphs. So you may have to apply the algorithm on graph. You know what is the graph, and you must understand what is the difference in graph and tree. See, tree is also a graph, but there are n minus 1 edges. N means number of edges. So, so if you are able to apply particular algorithm on graph as well as on tree, then means you have done sufficient practice. You don't need to prepare in a future. You will learn all those concepts. You will not need to repeat the things if you use particular examples. So anyway, this is a toy examples are there, like chase is there, 8 puzzle is there, means 3 by 3 matrix is there, 8 tiles are there, some numbers are there. We have to arrange them in a ascending or descending order. That is called as the 8 puzzle problem. 8 queen problem is there. You know, in a chess there is a wazir. मराठी में या हिंदी में हम वजीर बोलते हैं उसको. We know that wazir can move forward, diagonal, anti-diagonal, horizontal, vertical. He may move any places. So generally we use wazir to give checkmate to our opponent. So if you can place 8 wazirs on that chessboard. Now try to, I will not repeat the things because I suppose that you know how many squares are there in a chessboard. 8 into 8, 64. So you have to arrange the wazir in such a way that the 8 wazirs are there, that is queen, in such a way that nobody should harm other. So we have to write a program for it. We know about the moves of the wazir or queen. So whatever the examples are given are there, we have to think in terms of state, initial state or final state, actions. Actions may be anything. You may be sliding a tile, you may be moving some wazir or queen, some transition model is there, goal test is there, and path cost is there. So every move has some cost, 1, 2, 3, 4 or whatever, some numeric value. So in book, here author has given all the problems with reference to these 6 states, 6 parameters actually. So we shall talk about it later. So these are the examples, because toy or games are easy way to learn concepts of AI. Now there are certain real world problems. I may have repeated them, but still I am going to give it because from exam point of view, they may ask you something about it. So good finding problem is there, Turing problem is there, TSP is there. See, note this TSP problem, traveling salesperson problem, is very important. I have already talked about it. Robot navigation is there. We have seen the example of the car and robot previously in previous slides. Atomic assembly sequencing is there, and protein design is there. Protein design means molecule design in chemical laboratory. So these are the 7 problems, particularly in unit number 2. So try to get theoretical information about it. I hope most of you are familiar with them. Now, we should understand certain terms which are very important. So for example, if you go through this slide, you will see there is a term search tree. node is there, parent node is there, child node is there, leaf node is there, frontier is there. So these are the terms. I will be talking about it, but go through the list. The partial search tree is there, redundant paths is there, branching factor is there, depth is there. So there is on side, there is a one diagram. Level 0, level 1, level 2, level 3 is there. So root is there, children are there, again children, grandchildren are there, again like that is. So that is called the depth. So depth is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, means that is a level. So level is nothing but it is depth of a tree. Suppose someone asks you what is the depth of this tree, so you should answer it. Depth is 3 because root level is 0, then 1, 2, and last level is 3. Then you have to understand the concept of what is a subtree. So there is one shaded portion in that graph. So you can call it as a subtree. So you can break this tree into multiple trees. So that can be a subtree. Then again, you have to understand what is a sibling. Sibling means there might be two subtrees near to each other. तो ट्री का मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि there are more than one or two nodes. A single node can be there. So for example, F and G are there. So these are the siblings. Or D and E are there. They are siblings to each other. मतलब they are brother on one level to each other. So there are many terms, but you have to understand them from conceptual, theoretical point of view. What is that? So I hope you got what is the meaning of the sibling means. Subtrees which are near to each other on same level. So F and G is the example and D and E is the example. So D is a tree, subtree which contains 3 nodes, D, H and I. And E is a subtree which contains only 2 nodes, E and J. So this is that. Then the lowest level or highest level is a level number 3 or depth 3. So the nodes which are at the end of the level or depth, last end from root, they are called as a leaf nodes. So here H is an example of leaf node, J is an example of leaf node, that is there. Now there is one term that is a frontier. So frontier means what? Suppose you are on root, if you are A, near A on level 0, from A you can reach to B and C. So B and C are the frontier for A. D and E are a frontier for node B. Frontier मतलब जो नोड पे आप खड़े हैं वहां से आप कहां तक जा सकते हैं. Now luckily this is a graph where there is no direction. There are no directed edges. Directed edges में आपको direction का भी ख्याल रखना पड़ता है. So these are the terms. Now branching factor is there. Now suppose you take the example of D, node number D. तो नोड D से 2 नोड बनते हैं. So branching factor for D is 2. लेकिन अगर आप नोड G कंसिडर करते हैं, G is on level 2, rightmost node. I hope you are able to see the mouse. तो नोड G का branching factor 0 है because there are no children to node G. So this is a sample example of tree. Same terms can be used in terms of some graph. The graph is normally closed. In graph, there is no concept of leaf nodes like that. So all these 13 terms are there. So we shall learn about it, and you should also go through some examples through books use different books. It doesn't mean that okay, you have only one book that is sufficient, because different authors write the books in different angle, different perspective. So when we read something, for example, if you read Breadth-First algorithm in DA subject, design and analysis of algorithm, then perspective is different. And if you read or learn Breadth-First algorithm by using some subject like data structure or maybe AI, then perspective is different. So looking at same problem, the angle is different. So that is my suggestion. So some terms are there. I hope you got them. You understood what is a subtree, what is child node, what is a leaf node, what is a parent, what is a root. Root means that is the main node from which a complete tree is generated. So in good book you will get the definition of all these terms. Now again, this is a graph, example of graph. So here forget about the dotted links. Now see, from S you can go to B, and from B you can go to E, and from E you can go to G. So these are the 4 nodes, S, B, E and G. So this is called as a traversing. When you start from particular node, then you can reach to your destination node. So there might be alternate multiple paths. So you can take the example of G. अगर आपका start node S है, so you can reach to G by 3 different ways. You can go with S, A, D and G. This is one alternative. Then S, B, E and G, that is another alternative. And S, C and F, this is a third alternative. Now here this graph do not contain the weights. So edges can have weight or direction also. Or even node can have some weight. Weight means it may be some integer or some numeric value. Or even a node can have weight in terms of alphabetic value. For example, A and B are there. So B is higher, A and C are there. So A is lower and C is higher in terms of alphabet, A, B, C, D to Z. So this is called the weight for a particular node. So we generally choose, we visit the node, next node, which has a low cost. For example, if I want to start from S, so what I will do, I will start and reach to A, because A is the lowest cost. I will not go to C because C has a highest cost, that is a 3. So this is one example. You can download this PPT later. Now let us see the concept of breadth-first algorithm. Breadth मतलब आपको मतलब सीधा नीचे जाते हैं, like that. Same concept is there. So this is a simple graph. It contains only it contains only 5 nodes, right? And graph starts with S, A, B, C and D. So theoretically you can take the screenshot of this BATS algorithm traverses a graph in breadth-first motion. मतलब आप क्या करते हैं, S से start करते हैं, then you visit to A, B and C like that. So I will be giving you algorithm, but just go through this definition. So breadth word मतलब जो भी आपका स्टार्टिंग नोड है उससे हम क्या करते हैं, जहां पे भी हम रीच कर सकते हैं वहां पे चले जाते हैं इनिशियली, एंड वी मार्क देम, दैट इज कॉल्ड द ब्रेडथ फर्स्ट. And we require some terms like Q, DQ. So I hope you know what is the meaning of the Q. FIFO, first in, first out. LIFO means tag, last in, first out. So So when we require some algorithm, we require some data structures. So queue is a data structure, tree is a data structure, stack is a data structure, like that. Then there are concepts like NQ, ENQUE, DQ. These are the concepts. We shall see through this example. So what we have to do? We have to do many iterations of particular algorithm. Iterations, it is just like a for loop. We repeat the steps. So this is the rule. Actually, this is the algorithm. Rule number 1, 2, and 3. So there is something called the queue is there. In queue, what we are doing, जिसको भी हम नोड को विजिट करेंगे उसको क्यू में डाल देंगे और जिसका काम हो गया उसको क्यू में से निकाल लेंगे. जस्ट लाइक फीफो, FIFO, फर्स्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट. आपको पता है, आप रेलवे स्टेशन पे जाते हैं, आपको पता है क्यू में क्या होता है. जो पहले घुसता है उसका वो बाहर सबसे पहले बाहर निकलता है, राइट. सो you read this. Rule number 1, visit the adjacent unvisited vertex. Vertex means node. Mark it visited, display it, insert the value into the queue. This is rule number 1. तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, वो नोड को मार्क करते हैं. We make it some dot or we color it or we make it bold, जिसको भी हम विजिट करते हैं. I don't know, but perhaps you may have learned this algorithm in other subject also, but still I want to go through it. And second rule is that if no adjacent vertex is found, remove the first vertex from the queue. जैसे मतलब आपने yes से start किया आपने, you will reach if you start from yes. फिर आपका काम हो गया है, क्योंकि इसके बाद में दूसरे नोड्स अवेलेबल नहीं है. देयर आर नो नोड्स, ओनली 3 नोड्स आर देयर, A, B, C. तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, जिससे हमने स्टार्ट किया है उस नोड को हम बाहर निकाल लेते हैं क्यू में से. यस विल बी आउट ऑफ द क्यू. सो आई विल बी शोइंग यू स्टेप बाय स्टेप. Then rule number 3 is there. So you have to repeat step rule number 1 and 2 repeatedly, iteratively until queue is empty. मतलब हम क्यू में क्या करते हैं, जिस स्टार्ट करते हैं क्यू में हम एंट्री करना चालू करते हैं, और वैसे ही जिसका काम हो गया है, जिसको मार्क किया हमने, उस नोड को हम क्यू में से निकालना चालू कर देंगे, लाइक दैट. So this is some simple algorithm. You can take the screenshot for understanding, because कुछ लोगों को लगता है कि भाई ये बहुत आसान है, but sometimes it depends on type of graph. ये ग्राफ बहुत सिंपल है इसलिए आपको आसान लगेगा, but you should refer every time particular algorithm. So these 3 lines are there, rule number 1, 2, and 3. This is nothing but it is algorithm. It is a way of representation of algorithm. Now, what I suggest is that you go to some site, maybe programmer7.com, or a lot many sites are there, sourceforge.net, freshmeet.net. You can visit those sites. I will be giving you later URLs and try to get the code for doing the DFS algorithm using C or Java or Python. तो हमने algorithm यहाँ पे देखा. This is actually algorithm. So this is homework. Now let us start with, so 7 states are there. Now we have to, 7 steps are there. Now queue is empty, you can see it. Now this is called the initial phase, initialize the queue. So every time we have to decide which is our start node, which is our initial node. So for simplicity, we are supposing that yes is our start node. Now queue is empty. So if we are using yes, then we must put yes into the queue. So it will be like this. So here what we have done, we have marked yes with bold. We have darkened it. So we start now visiting S, that is starting node, and mark it as a visited. तो जिसको हम मार्क करते हैं उसको क्यू में डाल देते हैं. Now queue is still empty, but in step number 3, you will see. So from S to A, so we have entered A into Q. That is called as a NQ operation. This is the NQ operation. ENQUE. So we have then seen an unvisited adjacent node from S. In this example, we have 3 nodes, but alphabetically we choose A and mark it as visited and NQ it. So this is the third step. हम B में भी जा सकते थे और C में भी जा सकते हैं, लेकिन A का वैल्यू कम है, alphabetic value. There might be some numbers in other example. So in this way we have marked A into the queue. Now in first step we shall put B into the queue. So I hope you are getting that S is, we have done it bold, A is done bold, and B is bold. It means that we have visited these nodes. There is no need to repeat and visit same node again. तो A क्यू में है तो A आगे चले गया, B उसके बाद में आ गया, like that. So next, the unvisited adjacent node from S is B. We mark it as visited and NQ it. तो ये fourth step हो गया. बाद में हमारा third node है C. So in this way C, in Q it is a CBA, not ABC. That is what we have to remember. So this is the queue structure. Now from yes, there is nothing, no node available. We cannot go from yes to any other node because it is complete. Yes से हम मतलब B से जा सकते हैं, A से जा A तक जा सकते हैं, B तक जा सकते हैं और C तक जा सकते हैं. But yes से हम directly D तक नहीं जा सकते because we did one length path. मतलब one length, one level. एक ही लेवल का हमको पाथ चाहिए, 2 लेवल का नहीं चाहिए. So this is the fifth step. So next, the unvisited adjacent node from S is a C. So we mark it and we NQ it. Now let's see what happens in sixth step. अभी हमने A को निकाल लिया उसमें से बाहर. C, fifth step. Q में क्या है? CBA. Now there is nothing. तो हम क्या करते हैं कि A से एक्सप्लोर करना चालू करते हैं. See, you should think, you should ask why we are not able to exploring from B and C. Reason is simple कि A का कॉस्ट सबसे कम है, जो Q में है उसमें A का कॉस्ट सबसे कम है. दूसरी बात यह है कि it is on the right most end, it is on the right side, it is in F4. तो उसको पहले निकालना पड़ता है, दूसरे को नहीं. और उस जिसको हम निकालते हैं वहां से हम शुरुआत करते हैं. So we are repeating all those 3 rules again. So here what is happening? We are removing A from the queue. Now only C and B are there. अब A से हम D तक रीच कर सकते हैं. So in 7th step, we are writing like this. DCB, this is the content of queue. So every time you have to update your queue. Now content of queue are DCB. अभी क्या हो गया कि ऑल नोड्स आर विजिटेड, ऑलमोस्ट ऑल नोड्स आर मार्क, सो देर इज नो नीड टू फर्दर इटरेट द अल्गोरिथम। इटरेशन मतलब सेम स्टेप को रिपीट करना, rule number 1, rule number 2 and rule number 3, there is no need. So ultimately what we have done, we have done the traversal of the graph, जिस ग्राफ में 5 नोड्स है और एजेस कितने हैं, 6 एजेस है, 6 एजेस आर देयर, 5 नोड्स आर देयर एंड 6 एजेस आर देयर। सो यू विल फाइंड दैट कि हमने पहले यस को मार्क किया था, फिर हमने ए को मार्क किया, फिर बी सी डी। तो जो हमने क्यू में लिखा है उसको रिवर्स कर दिया हमने। प्लीज नोट दिस थिंग, जो भी क्यू में है उसको हमने रिवर्स कर दिया, मतलब हमने यस से स्टार्ट किया, दैट इज स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट, फिर हम ए बी और सी को मिल मतलब विजिट किया हमने, फिर हमने ए को बाहर निकाल लिया, बाद में जो भी कुछ बचा है, क्योंकि हमारा उसके बाद में हमारा ट्रैवर्सिंग खत्म हो गया, देयर इज नो मोर एनी नोड टू एक्सप्लोर, तो हमने क्यू में जो भी है उसको रिवर्स कर दिया। प्लीज नोट दिस थिंग, वी हैव रिवर्स द कंटेंट ऑफ क्यू, सो वी हैव रिटन इट लाइक अ बी सी डी, बी सी डी। So in blue color I have written it. So this is called the traversing. So this is the something called as a path, traversal path. So this is not one example, but what I want to say is that कि जब भी आप traversing करते हैं तो you generate a tree. What you do? We traverse on a graph. और जो भी example use करते हैं, जो भी algorithm हम use करते हैं, we generate a tree. Please note this thing. And every tree has some cost. Right now, today, I will not show you the example of trees, but actually you can form the tree from this graph. So that tree will represent your traversal. Traversing matlab, it is a way of visiting the nodes. It is a way of visiting the node. It is a systematic way of visiting the node on particular algorithm. So you can repeat this example later. Now this is another example. I hope you are watching this, you are reading this slide. किसी को कुछ पूछना है तो पूछ सकते हैं आप, but I think this is a basic algorithm. Most of you might be familiar with them, with this algorithm, and if not, I will just this is another example. See, to attack particular graph, this is a little complicated graph. It contains 8 nodes, total 8 number of nodes, and sorry, it is a 9 nodes. It starts from 0 to 8, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like edges are there. Now this is the undirected graph, there are no edges. I have just directed graph. It is simply undirected graph. Now in BFS algorithm, it is in your hand that which is your start state. Normally we start with 0, या lowest node जो भी रहता है हमारे ग्राफ में, we start with it. So again, rule number 1 is that visit the adjacent unvisited vertex. अगर आप 0 से स्टार्ट करते हैं तो आपके पास में 2 चॉइस है, 8 and 1. 1 नोड को आप जा सकते हैं या 8 नोड को जा सकते हैं, और फिर आपको उसको मार्क करना है, और जो भी जिनको विजिट किया आपको उसको एनक्यू करना है, मतलब क्यू में डालना है उसको. If no adjacent vertex is found, remove the first vertex from the queue.
तो हमारा फर्स्ट वर्टेक्स रहेगा 1 to 1 को हम बाहर निकाल लेंगे, फिर हम 8 से चालू करेंगे, लाइक दैट. So this is one way of realizing. So you can take another way to attack this algorithm. So this is that. So this graph, so this is solution. So for example, this is algorithm and this is solution. So this is another way. So what is happening here? See, there are red colored numbers are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and direction is there, arrows are there. तो हम लोग, so what I want to say is that कि from 0 it is in green color. You can start with, you can visit node number 1, node number 3 and node number 8. 1, 2 and 3. 3 arrows are there, 1, 2, 3. तो हमने पहले 3 नोड्स को विजिट कर लिया. बाद में इसके बाद में हम जा नहीं सकते क्योंकि 0 से जितने नोड्स को हमने विजिट करना चाहिए था उनको विजिट कर लिया. अभी हम ज़्यादा नोड्स को विजिट नहीं कर सकते. तो हमको क्या करना है, DQ करना है, DQ. तो हमने 0 को बाहर निकाल लिया. फिर हम 1 के तरफ गए, बिकॉज देखिए 1, 2, 3 एरो है, तो 1 का वैल्यू सबसे लोएस्ट है. नोड नंबर 1 इन येलो कलर, नोड नंबर 3 इन येलो कलर, नोड नंबर 8 इन येलो कलर. तो इसमें वैल्यू 1 का बहुत कम है, सबसे कम है. तो हम क्या करते हैं, 1 को बाहर निकाल लेते हैं. दैट्स वाई देयर इज अ रेड फ्लो. तो 1 से हम 7 की तरफ जाते हैं. प्लीज नोट दिस थिंग. नोड 1 से हम 7 को विजिट करते हैं. बाद में देखिए पाथवे नंबर का एरो. तो हम 3 से क्या कर सकते हैं, 3 से 2 की तरफ जा सकते हैं और 3 से 6 की तरफ जा सकते हैं. तो हम सबसे पहले लोएस्ट नोड की तरफ जाएंगे, 3 से 2 की तरफ, बिकॉज इट इज अ लोएस्ट नोड. बाद में हम छठवें स्टेप में 3 नोड से हम 4th नोड पे जाएंगे. दिस इज 6th. So whatever the red color arrow was there, these are nothing but these are the steps. जो भी हमने इस टाइप से देखा, इसमें हमने स्टेप देखा है. स्टेप नंबर 4 ऑफ 7. तो सेम थिंग स्टेप नंबर 5 ऑफ 7. So same thing is here. So instead of writing in terms of step, we are writing directly on the graph in terms of red arrows. तो मुझे लगता है आपको इसमें से what I want to say, you got it. So ultimately we are following the algorithm, we are following all the 3 rules. तो हम 5वें स्टेप में हमने क्या किया, in 5th step we are reaching from node number 3 to node number 2, then we are reaching from node number 3 to node number 4. फिर हम क्या करते हैं कि 2 से 5 तक जाते हैं, that is 7th step. और 8th स्टेप क्या होगा, 5 से हम 6 नंबर के नोड पे जाते हैं. This is the 8th step. तो इसका ट्रैवर्सल क्या आएगा कि हमने कैसे विजिट किया. वी स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम 0, देन वी विजिटेड 1, 3 and 8. सी द ब्लू कलर, ब्रेड फर्स्ट ट्रैवर्सल आउटपुट 0, 1, 3, 8. बाद में हमने क्या किया, फोर्थ स्टेप देखिए, हमने 7 को विजिट किया, दैट्स व्हाई 7 इज देयर. 5th स्टेप देखिए, हमने 2 को विजिट किया, दैट्स व्हाई 2 इज देयर. 6th स्टेप देखिए, हमने 4 को विजिट किया, दैट्स व्हाई 4 इज देयर. सी इन ब्लू कलर. 7th स्टेप देखिए, 7 रेड कलर एरो, हमने 5th नंबर के नोड को विजिट किया, लाइक दैट. और 8वें स्टेप में हमने नोड नंबर 6 को विजिट किया. So I should have written it 6. So it is not 8, it is 6. So please note, it is a 0, 1, 2, 3, 8, 7, 4, 5 and 6. It is not a 8, it is a 6. Please note this thing. By mistake, it is typing mistake. So this is the traversal output of given graph in example 2. Now this is homework for you. मुझे पता नहीं, but you read this slide and just tell me. I would like to ask Bhavesh or maybe Rishikesh. Anyone can tell me. इसमें से ये 5 algorithms है, इसमें से आपने कितने algorithms के नाम सुने हैं? I am just asking you. That is, don't take burden about it. Anyone can speak. Ashwini Ghate, can you speak? Ashwini, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ते ग्राफ पाहून तुम्ही किती नोड्सला म्हणजे हे जो एक्झाम्पल आहे यातले कोणचे कोणचे अल्गोरिथम तुम्हाला माहित आहे? जस्ट विचारत आहे मी. आय थिंक यू आर एबल टू सी द स्लाइड.
First and second.
ओके. फर्स्ट एंड वार्शाल्स एल्गोरिथम आपने सुना है, डिकास्टोस एल्गोरिथम, प्राइम्स एल्गोरिथम एंड डीएफएस. DFS means depth first algorithm. Anyway, so actually just I have printed it for your purpose. You take the screenshot, and what I suggest is that try to get the examples of these algorithms. And जैसा मैंने आपको ये example slide बताया, like this, there is an example on one side and there is a solution on another side. So what I suggest is that for all these algorithms, you get one example on one side and solution on another. So in 1 or 2 pages, you will get 5 different algorithms. और आप क्या होगा उससे कि you will understand how these algorithms work. तो नॉर्मली क्या होता है कि एक एल्गोरिथम का आपको टेक्निक ध्यान में आ गया है तो you can easily learn another algorithm. So try to collect it from the Google, or I will put something on FTP. You can download the PPT tutorials from FTP site. I don't know how many of you visited, but you have to learn in this way, because all these algorithms are not directly in your subject AI, but somehow they will be helpful to you in understanding other concepts. तो आप क्या करो कि ये सभी एल्गोरिथम के एप्लीकेशंस क्या है ये ढूंढने की कोशिश करो, इनके डिसएडवांटेजेस क्या है, because every algorithm has some advantages as well as some disadvantages in terms of cost. तो आपको पता चल जाएगा. So try to keep this in your mind कि भाई एक साइड में आपका एग्जाम्पल रहेगा, दूसरी साइड में उसका सॉल्यूशन रहेगा with respect to all these 5 examples, and write applications of all these algorithms. आपको 3 applications लिखने हैं हर algorithm के. So I will talk about it later. It is not time right now. So I will go ahead. Thank you, Ashwini, for answering. Now see this slide. This slide it may be very means you will not learn anything about from it. That's why I told you to do. So use this approach. So if you use this approach, means write the algorithm in such simple steps. Whatever the algorithms we are learning in a AI subject, you write them in such steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3, like that. So it will simplify how to understand the algorithm and prepare examples in this fashion. On one side there is an example, on another side there is a solution and output. So if you go through this slide, you will understand कि भाई ये क्या है भाई, इसमें breadth first search algorithm, problem bracket में return, solution or failure like that. So it is very hard directly to work. For example, the person who is working learning in a 8th semester or 7th semester, he can easily understand this algorithm. But right now, being a second year student in 4th sem, you are not familiar, but you have to become a familiar to interpret such a pseudo code. So actually this is called as a pseudo code. So whatever I talk in 3 rules, same thing is given in these maybe 10, 12 lines. So try to understand what is the empty in bracket frontier, then child node, voltage, insert and all that. So in every graph there are some operations like inserting a node, deleting a node, updating a node, so traversing a graph. So if you go through such algorithms in first phase, मतलब अगर आप डायरेक्टली इस पे से शुरुआत करेंगे तो आपको थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम जाएगा. But if you go through my way, whatever I have suggested in last 2-3 slides, then you will learn very easily all the algorithms, because these algorithms are not that much complicated. It's only the way of understanding how to write algorithm in this way. If you write only 3 steps for me, I will be giving you full marks. Not only me, any examiner. So it is not always necessary to write algorithm. In typical, you can write in your own style also, but your steps should be descriptive enough. So this is a sample example of the breadth first search. So I think you got what I want to say. ये बहुत complicated है initial phase में, but with little practice you can learn. If you follow my suggestion, you will learn to interpret search algorithms. So now time is over. So before ending, I will just go through it. So this is a example slide for uninformed search. Uninformed search मैंने आपको बताया कि you are not familiar with complete environment. Environment, you know what is environment, because the agent has some actuators and some sensors. Agent collects information through sensors, and actuators responds to the input of the sensors, output of the sensors. So this is how AI works. So that's why it is called as an uninformed search. There is one more alternative name that is called as a blind search. So all these 6 examples. So please note this: blind search. So blind search is nothing but it is an uninformed search algorithms. So use only information available in the problem formulation. तो जो भी information available है हमको environment की, उसी के ऊपर में ये काम करता है. We don't worry about what is there. जितना भी हमको information मिलती है through our sensors, हम उसके ऊपर में काम करना चालू करते हैं. We do not stuck. So these are the examples: breadth first search algorithm, uniform cost search algorithm, depth first search algorithm, depth limited search algorithm, iterative deepening search algorithm, and bidirectional search algorithm. So all these 6 algorithms are in unit 3. Please note these things. So we are in unit 2 now. That's why I am not explaining in detail. So unit 3 contains only about the algorithms, 6 algorithms. That's your syllabus is very simple, so don't worry about it. And there is another category that is called as the informed search strategies or algorithms. So it contains only 4 algorithms. So greedy, best first search algorithm, A-star search, memory bounded heuristic search, recursive, best first, search. So all the are variants of best first search algorithm. अगर आपको best first पता चल गया है, तो you can easily understand all remaining. So all these four methods we are going to learn in unit number 4. It is not time right now, right? So you can take the screenshot. So as I told you, we shall talk about heuristic in later. So take the screenshot of this slide. That will be helpful to you. So informed search is the one that uses the problem specific knowledge beyond the definition of the problem. See, ये थोड़ा सा आपको अटपटा लग सकता है, but you go through it. Can find solution more efficiently than can in uninformed strategy. So anyway, try to interpret it. We shall discuss it in during learning of unit number 4. Now I think time is over, so I will close here. But I do have some slides, so there might be some repetitions. Anyway, I will just go through. Anyway, I will stop here. There are some slides are there. So I am thankful to everyone, particularly Ashwini who responded me. I am closing here, and we shall meet in on Wednesday, and we shall learn about next algorithm, that is a uniform cost algorithm. So I am closing here. Thank you very much, and I am stopping here.